Our reading from Acts for May the 1st, 2022, comes from Acts chapter 9, 1 through 20. This is Saul's encounter on the road to Damascus. Saul, who will be renamed Paul. Now, Saul of Tarsus is educated and trained and has apprenticed to be an up-and-coming rising star within the temple structure. He has the best education. We have the indication that Saul was there when they stoned Stephen. He was the one that held everybody's coats. He was an apprentice. And now, in his zealousness, he says, let me go and let me persecute these rebels, these defilers of God, these followers of that heretic Jesus. Let me go and persecute them. Give me a writ of arrest so that I can go and find them. Basically, Saul is becoming like a secret police who will go throughout all of where the Jewish people are to hunt down these Christians. This will make his career. This will set him up as one of the top people in the temple structure. He has the opportunity to be like Caiaphas here. So he's on to Damascus, eager to fulfill this, hungry for promotion, ready to persecute for righteousness' sake. Remember, he is doing this not only for himself, but he is doing it because he believes that this is what God wants to be done. He is self-righteous. He's read the Word, he understands the Word, he believes the Word. Who cares about what Jesus says? Who cares about this new guy that talks about a relationship with God? Don't worry about that. He knows the Torah. He knows the Torah. It says it. He believes it. And he will prosecute it to the fullest extent until he encounters Jesus, the risen Lord. He will have an encounter with Jesus that will blind him. Nobody else sees it but him. But he sees the risen Jesus. This is why later in all of his writings he will say that he's an apostle, because he encountered Jesus and heard directly the call of Jesus to go and do. So he ends up in Damascus. He ends up blind, and he ends up not eating and not drinking for 3 days. It's like he's gone into the tomb. And the Lord comes to Ananias and says, I want you to go to this guy. And Ananias goes, stop, hold the horses, no way, no how. I know who this guy is. It's like going to the secret police. It's like going to the enemy. It's like going to those who are hunting you and persecuting you. It would be as if, in modern terms in the U.S. along the border, it would be as if God came to someone who was here illegally and asked them to go to Border Patrol. In fact, not just Border Patrol, but the Border Patrol agent that was known to hunt down illegal immigrants using whatever means possible to get them out of his country. This is someone who is notorious. It would be as if God was saying to this person, who's an illegal alien, go to that Border Patrol agent. I want you to heal him. Are you kidding me? You want me to go to my enemy who's hunting me down, who wants to get rid of me, who wants to put me in prison. You want me to go and heal him? And God says, I have a plan for him. And after the healing, Paul now gets up. Saul, who's now called Paul, gets up and proclaims to the entire synagogue that Jesus Christ is Lord. The one who hunted will now be the spokesperson of Jesus to all of the Gentiles. Romans, Corinthians, Galatians, Ephesians, these books that have shaped our understanding of following Jesus. What would have happened if Ananias said, Lord, no way, no how, not going? What if Paul never was? What if Saul was left blind and died? Or recovered and believed it was all just a heat stroke and went back to persecuting? What would have happened if Ananias had not been faithful to God? What if he had chosen his own way and his own safety rather than God's way? See, the story here is not so much about Paul. It's about Ananias. Will we respond when God calls us, even if it's to go to our enemy?